Hello, parents. It is Miss Megan and Miss Alyssa again, and we are here to introduce the first strategy to go along with the parent-child interaction therapy that we talked about last week in your videos. So the first strategy is called following your child's lead, and that is basically that you are going to talk about and play with whatever it is that your child is interested in and playing with. So let's say, I don't know, your child begins to play with some toy. You're going to just go ahead and join in their play. So we do not want you to take over their play, and we do not want you to switch the toys or the activities on them. Even if you're really not in the mood to play babies or play cars or play with whatever it is they're playing with, you still just want to go ahead and do it because your child is interested and motivated by those toys and by those activities. And that is the best time that you're going to be able to increase their language skills and add in the language that you need to add in. You're going to have their attention, and you're going to be able to interact and make the interaction easy with them because they're interested in it. It also allows you to take things at their own pace because they're going to be playing with it, and you are just there kind of alongside them, following them, and supporting them in what it is they're already interested in.
All right, so now we'll just give you a couple activity ideas. We are sending home a form that has some of these activities on them, and then I'll add in another one just so it kind of varies it up. So the first activity idea that you could do is if your child is playing with toy animals. So, you know, they're playing with a toy cow, and the cow is walking around. You can come in with a sheep, and then the cow, they're making their cow eat grass, and you can make your sheep eat grass too. And you can comment on what your child is doing with their cow. So, your cow is eating, my sheep is eating too, or your cow is hungry, my sheep is hungry too. So that's kind of inserting yourself into what they're already doing. You're commenting, you're modeling good language for them, and then they're going to respond to you, and it's going to show that back and forth reciprocity of how we have conversation. So another way that you can kind of do this would be with like Play-Doh. If your child's playing with Play-Doh and they're rolling the Play-Doh or they're rolling it into a ball, you can kind of start to make the same things that they're making, and you can comment on what they're making, or you can, just make simple statements like, we are rolling dough. And again, this is something that you're not going to tell them to make something. They are already doing something, and you're just kind of including yourself in it and commenting on it. Another one would be with like toy food. If your child is playing with some food, you kind of join in and you make comments about, what you're eating, what the child's eating, if they're making something, what they're making, how they're making it. Oh, you add this, you take that out. And then if this starts to get redundant, you can add in new activities, but we don't want to change the whole activity to something else because that takes away from the following their lead. Then it kind of becomes your lead. So if it does get redundant, you can maybe add in a baby, and you start feeding the baby if your child is feeding something. If your child themselves is pretending to eat something, you can pretend to eat something. So there is ways to vary it up, and it's up to your discretion, just without changing the whole activity. That's really our main focus here, is to stay with what your child has already started.
Fantastic. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send me an email. And within your email this week, you will have the document that Alyssa referred to. You will have this video, and then there will be another video from another speech and language therapist also talking about following your child's lead. Thank you.